Oh hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. So it's been a long time since I've actually sat down and done a makeup tutorial, so here we go. Here it is. I've had some much needed time off and I just needed to refresh. I'm gonna do a video which is a makeup routine with products only under £10. I set myself this challenge and I looked through my makeup drawer and actually I surprised myself with the amount of products that are under £10 that are in my favourites drawer. My skin at the moment is feeling super dry, super disgusting, so I've already done my skincare. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see a good look. So now I zoomed you in so you're super close. You can see how dry my face is at the moment. The first product I'm using is the Ordinary Silicone Primer. This isn't for everyone because it's obviously got that silicone feel, but I'm actually really enjoying it, especially on clients at the moment. It's also super affordable. I think it's around the £4 or £5 mark. I'm gonna just pop this all over my face. I've actually tried a different setup today so you can see my face a little bit more clearly. That silicone feeling, obviously it's like really soft and a bit silky, but I'm actually quite enjoying that soft feeling right now. I'm not one to have like a really strong love for primers because my skincare regime is my priming in my eyes, but I do really like the product, and if you're looking for a good primer that's affordable, I can't say any bad words about it. Next product is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Honestly, if you haven't tried this, go try it. So good. I've got loads of different colours in this that I use on clients because it's a really nice matte finish foundation, which is full to medium coverage. It says normal to oily skin, but I've got extra dry skin and this works a treat. This is the Peaches and Cream PC04 brush. Honestly, the best foundation brush I've come across. I'm just gonna pop this and buff it into like the cheeks and the larger surfaces of my face. I usually start with eyes first, but we're not doing that today because I want to try this specific eye look. So we shall see how it goes. How are you guys doing at the moment with the COVID situation? I don't like talking about it too much, but I also don't want to not talk about it because I want to accept that it is a reality. And I think it helps me, I don't know about you guys, but it helps me talking about situations because I suffer really bad from anxiety. And I can get super anxious if I don't talk about things. So what do you think? Is it annoying with everyone talking about COVID at the moment? This is the coverage that I'm going to go to. I actually really like the way it just melts into the skin. It feels so skin-like, it doesn't feel heavy. Honestly, this foundation is being my favourite of 2020, I think, and it's drugstore and it's only £5.99 on Look Fantastic. I will link everything in the description box down below. My next product, one of my favourites again of 2020, the perfect match for this foundation is the Fit Me Maybelline concealer. Honestly, I recommend anyone try this out. This is the one in Sand, number 20, which I think I could probably get the lighter one as well. So I'm actually going to mix these two together. So I'm going to actually put on a layer of the Maybelline, which is more of like a skin-like sort of concealer if you don't want it to be too light. And then this one here is a really light porcelain one I'm going to use to like brighten up any dark circles. I'm going to put this in the direct center of my face just because I have a lot of redness, like I was saying, a bit on my chin, a bit on the nose. Also gonna pop this on my lids as well. I'm actually gonna use the Photo Focus concealer as well, just to pop it in those areas when they need extra brightening. So I'm gonna take this right into the corner of my eye for extra brightening, and then also literally just under my brow here. I'm gonna take this tiny little beauty blender, which I think is from Beauty Works, blend that concealer out. Having the two concealers actually works really nicely for me. Literally nothing on this brush. I'm just gonna take some of that concealer into a nice shape under my brows. This is a really soft brush and it's perfect for under the eyes. It says highlighter, but this is far too big for me to be a highlighter. And this is a new product that I'm actually trying out, but this is also under £10, so I thought I'd mention it in here. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Translucent. It's so clean at the moment, I'm just gonna make it so messy. What I'm gonna do is just take that blender and I'm gonna just pat down any sort of build up in any of my creases, just because I don't want to set that in place. So I'm going to try and keep my eye looking up. Then when I keep looking up, I'm going to just set that in place all the way down here. And that's with one setting. It looks pretty good so far. I'm just going to take a bit more of that and then look up and set it. And I'm using like a patting motion to set it, not like a sweep. I'm bringing it all the way down to where my smile line is, just because throughout the day I talk a lot and I'll end up with like loads of product down here. From like one side to another, this side is just seamless under the eye. This one, you can see the darkness, the shadows, and especially if it's dewy under the eye, I find that it enhances any creases or dark circles. So this is the Iconic Lights and Contour Pro. This is from Makeup Revolution. As you can see, this colour is definitely well worn, but I really like these ashy colours as well. So I'm going to dip into these and we're going to do some slight contour. I'm going to take this colour here. I know I usually go for this colour, but this is more of an ashy tone and I want to do some contour with this. So I'm going to start with this colour, dab some of that product in, and I'm just gonna like kind of get some definition here. This palette is only, I think it's only £8, so it's actually a really good product if you want like an all-in-one. It's got yellow powder in there, it's got highlight. The highlights aren't great, but there is one highlighter which you could like use in there, but I get this mostly for the powders here, the contour and the bronzer powders, and I think this is actually quite a nice colour. I don't know why I haven't tried to use this before. It does look like a slight shadow on this side, but don't worry, I just don't have a light this side. I'm just gonna slightly contour my nose area. This is the Soph palette from Makeup Revolution. This is the highlighter. It's broken because it's well used. Love that gold shade there. Honestly, it's one of my favorites. I love the silver one. I think I'm going to go for the silver one today. So I'm going to take some of that product and I'm just going to pop it on the end of my nose and then on the center of my brows, the ends of my apples and my cheeks, just by here. I love this highlighter. If you want, I think this is around £8 as well. It's a really nice seamless highlighter. It doesn't exaggerate my pores at all. It gives a really nice glow. Like you can see, it's like a glass glow. It's not got glitter in it at all. It's just such a beautiful kind of shade, and I think also it doesn't give that sort of grey tone when you're looking forward as well, and I think that's also all to do with placement. You want to keep it quite low. So I'm going to go back into my Iconic Lights and Contour Pro palette and I'm going to go into that colour here, you know, the sort of warmer colour. I'm going to take my Spectrum A01 brush and I'm just going to take that sort of colour here that I've been using loads. It's more of like an orangey colour, and I'm just going to dab some of that off and I'm going to like kind of wash it all over my face just to give it a bit more warmth. So I did have brow lamination a while ago. It's kind of going down now. But I'm trying to work on growing my brows at the moment, so I'm just making sure I'm popping loads of castor oil and coconut oil on them. I'm actually gonna use another Makeup Revolution product, so I'm using this one is the Reloaded Iconic Fever palette, which is an absolutely gorgeous palette. It's got so many nice colours in there, nudes, you've got like really nice pale colours there, oranges, more reddy tones, browns, and I'm gonna just use this with a black eyeshadow that is not under £10, but I'm pretty sure you can get a black eyeshadow for under £10. This colour here, which is like a sort of nudie colour, I'm gonna take that just on the inner corner, so I'm just gonna put it in the inner corner. So we're looking like this, so it's a nice soft brown colour. There's this sort of dark shade here. I'm going to take some of that, like a very small amount, and then I'm just going to take that on the outer corner. I'm just kind of building it up into like a wing. So I'm just tracing out a line. It's sort of like just under the eyebrow. So we're going into like a wing shape. I'm blending it slowly into that inner corner. I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution liquid liner. It's such an affordable liner. It's absolutely amazing. The applicator on it is just so nice. I'm going to start on the outer corner. So So it's like quite a big wing. I'm gonna take this Sleek Loose Pigment, which is I think it's around £4 or £5. Pop that on the inner corner. So this is the first time we're using this, and I'm working to the centre of my lid like that. So I'm really happy with that eye look, so I'm gonna try and replicate the other side now. I've done the other eye. That gold in that inner corner, oh my god, absolutely stunning. The lashes that I'm going to be using, as they are under £10, they're only £7. Pop the link in the description box down below, but they are eco-friendly cotton lashes, and they're reusable and they have no plastic in them. And yeah, I've been selling them for a good year now, and everyone has been so amazing and have loved them. Next thing is the Colossal Big Shot Daring Black Mascara. This is a really great drugstore mascara. I'm going to show you now. So basically it is a really good builder as well, so you can have a really thin layer of this on, which is great for underneath lashes, but it's also really good to like build up and dry, let the lashes dry and then put another coat on. Honestly, this mascara has been a game changer for me, and it's literally like £5.99. Quickly put on my lashes and then I'll come back to you. I have done my lashes and I'm absolutely obsessed with these. All I'm going to do is take the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in brunette, and it's a wind up one. What I'm going to do is just kind of make some hairs on one side and then the other. I'm going to start with this side so you can see what I'm doing, but all I'm going to do is just kind of make hairs around the front of my brow, and then I'm going to work it towards the end of my brow. Literally all I'm going to do for my brows. I'm just going to do the same on the other side. The next product is the Makeup Revolution Brow Gel. It's not the best brow gel in the world, but it's the only one that I had. So I'm just going to use that just to kind of like give my brows a little bit more like fluff, just so they're not so like precise. I'm actually going to use a Primark lip liner. This is in Toffee. I have pretty much used this quite a lot already, so I'm gonna just use that again. To fill in the body of my lips, I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution liquid lip in Noble. I've used this before a few times. It's a really nice nude colour. I remember I had this in like the lip kits when they were really popular, the Makeup Revolution lip kits, and fell in love with this shade. Brightener, I like to use a brightener for the centre of my lip just to give it a bit more like dimension, I guess. So this is the L'Oreal Lip Paint Matte in Off-White 208. It's a really light sort of colour. Just gonna do the bottom and the top with that, and then just use my finger to kind of blend it in. Okay, so that is the makeup look complete. I am so happy with the finish of this. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The skin at the moment is just my favourite, like this sort of like glass finish, which is definitely down to the Makeup Revolution highlighter and the foundation combo. It's just so nice. I love the eye look. This is the first time I've done this sort of shape eye, which I'm actually quite enjoying. The lip combo, I think, is a great combo, and it's so budget friendly. This just goes to show that you do not need all the premium products to do a really good makeup look. So when you're scrolling through all those like really expensive websites for makeup, just remember that it's not just about the product, it's about the technique. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will link everything down in the description box below if you want to get your hands on any of these products. Let me know what you think of this video. Do you want to see more of these? And subscribe if you haven't already and be part of the family. So I will see you in the next one.